Hello and welcome to another episode of No Man's Sky Beyond Playthrough. This is episode 3 and I am Ducky O'Brien. Last time we left off with building a swag house right here. It's your typical wooden hobo hut. Everyone starts off with this, so do not be ashamed. But I did kind of swag it out with some lights. Doors everywhere. I got the ceiling instead of the roof, which looks a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. We got a little awning with the flag here, which we changed the color of to orange to match my jumpsuit. Anyways, today we're gonna continue building things and hopefully get to the NPC terminals. So here we go. We're gonna build a teleport. Okay, metal plating, 4 of them. That's a lot of ferrite dust. I believe one metal plating is 40. 50. Oh my. Okay, well, we're gonna go harvest a lot of rocks then. Just a small side note. So I managed to get the game working for my stream, but I did run into an issue where my base components disappeared randomly. It's quite scary. I'm not quite sure if they are missing from the game or just not rendering. Either way, I had to stop playing for a little bit. But yeah, it was kind of annoying. Growing pains of a patch, I suppose. Another thing, I don't know if people are having trouble streaming this game, if you're a fellow streamer, or making content on YouTube. So one of the fixes to get No Man's Sky working is to put the game into windowed mode and then create a scene with your display capture, not a game capture or a window capture, a display capture. And that's pretty much it. If it still doesn't work, I would recommend going into your settings, go to options, go to graphics, and then just switch it to standard or high, ultra, whatever you have it set. Whatever you have it set to, just switch it to something else, and then the screen should be picked up. That's what I had to do to get it working. It's because of Vulkan, and Vulkan doesn't play well with some computers or your broadcasting software of choice. Here you go. Another animal's attacking me. What is it this time? What is this little runt think he's doing, huh? Oh, got me. Did I kill it? I want to scan it. Anyways, stupid plants. Plants don't really serve a purpose, but they do give you oxygen. So if you're running out of oxygen, just look for an annoying plant. These plants are so annoying. Especially the tentacle one. I wonder if you can drive over it now. I guess I scanned it. Alright. Harvesting rocks. This is the game. I'm just joking. You actually don't mind anything after a while because you just get so rich that you just buy everything from a space station. That's right. Never have to harvest materials ever again. And if you want to get rich, the best way to do it, well, I wouldn't say the best way. The way that I am familiar with is to make stasis devices. So there's another beast there. I'm going to ignore it for a little bit. And then just fight it. Oh, it's a bigger one. Came to avenge his fallen kin. Let's punch it to death. Don't start a fight. You can't win, bro. Come here. I see another footprint. Oh man. Oh, I see another one. Uh-oh. They're attacking in packs. Let's bring his whole family. He's a coward. You gotta finish what you start. Oh! Oh no, it's the gonad creature. Let's run away for now. You could say that guy has some big balls. Alright, let's get out of here. Into the safety of my habitat. Okay, let's see, that should be enough, right? 50 times 4 is 200. Okay. Oh, shoot. I need carbon nanotubes. Welp. Did I save here? I did. Let's save again. Oh yes, a word of advice. If you are playing and the game is kind of unstable, I would recommend saving. There are two save types here. The autosave, which works when you enter and exit a vehicle, usually your plane. I don't think it works with your exocraft, your cars, your land vehicles. And then you can create a manual save point by using a literal save point that you build, or one of those save beacons over there. I would recommend just making sure there's nothing wrong with your save file before saving. And you can always have 2 points of reference to fall back on if anything goes wrong. Your manual save and your autosave. Alright, hopefully nothing goes wrong though. I am quite enjoying the game though. Before, when I first tried to get the game working on my original save file, the anomaly wouldn't load, but now it does. So I checked that out. It's pretty cool. There's some items in that you can unlock, which are really awesome. So there's basically a short distance teleporter. So you have fast travel between bases now, which is amazing. You have a launcher refueling module. Basically, over time, it will refuel the launcher if your starship is not in use. And this is an amazing update. You can call down your starship from anywhere once you have it. Right here, you can summon vehicles. And for your starship to come down, it needs launcher fuel. And every time you call it down, let's say you're exploring, you want to go home quickly, and you just call down your starship, but if it's out of launcher fuel, you won't be able to do it. So that module changes pretty much everything, makes it a lot more convenient. Highly recommend getting that one. Some other cool modules, definitely the 50% more harvested materials, that is pretty good. It just means you're spending less time mining. You know, it rewards the player for upgrading their multi-tool. So it's pretty neat, I would say. Oh, scan this plant. One more word of advice. So later, when you upgrade your multi-tool, you can install modules into it. So you start out with the rinky-dink one. But let's say you have a mining beam here and you want to get 3 mining beam upgrade mods. So you can install up to 3. And if they touch each other, you get a better bonus. So this is not really explained in the game. They might explain it better now. But basically, your multi-tool will be big. You'll get better ones with more slots. Basically, you want to put your main module here, your 3 upgrade modules here, preferably S-class, touching each other in like a square pattern, and you get the optimal bonus settings for that module. It's pretty neato. And it is worth getting. I would recommend saving your nanites for an S-class mod. Definitely worth getting. Also, one of the first things I would recommend upgrading is getting the S-Class visor upgrade for increasing the amount of money you get for scanning things. So when you're first starting out to play, money's a little bit hard to come by, but if you get those upgrades, those scanning visor upgrades, you can get up to, you know, 500,000 units just for scanning a rare creature or a rare plant. So definitely worth it. Alright, let's build some carbon nanotubes. Let's just break this down too. See, that is fairly handy. You don't have to refine it, you just break it down. Okay. Gather sodium. We are building a teleporter. Okay. I wonder if there's a... There used to be sodium nearby. I don't know what happened. Oh, more creatures. I see the glimmer of a sodium plant. Oh, it was recharging. There's one there. Boy. Really cheap. Also, here's another tip. Let's say your scanner, the range is kind of too short for you, or the recharge is too long. What you can do is go to photo mode, and you can kind of zoom up here and take a survey of your surrounding landscape. So you can kind of catch an eagle eye view of everything around you if the scanner or visor is not to your liking. This trick I used to survive in permadeath mode. It's pretty handy. Multiple ways you can get a bearing on your surroundings. Okay. These animals. Alright. Also, there are some majestic creatures in this game. They're randomly spawned on these planets, so encourages you to explore and find some of the weirder animals out there. Now that you can tame them and ride them, that's crazy. Man, wait a second. Can you ride a skyworm then? All these questions. I'm guessing no, because you have to feed them. Oh my, all these creatures coming in. Let's get out. Oh, let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, there's more. What is this? Oh my, that's pretty big. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright. We have to make, oh, we just have to collect sodium, that's it. Alright, now we can build the base teleporter. Good, this item is super handy, by the way. I want to adjust it so it's kind of even. Even Stevens. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, but I'll learn the biofuel reactor. Okay. Let's see here. Buildable technology. We just need one salvage data. We don't really have any right now. Again, it's pretty easy to get it. Here we go. This thing is new, by the way, the biofuel reactor, or the concept of powering your base. I personally am not the biggest fan of it because it creates overhead for building farms, which I don't think is needed or enjoyable. I think having power for the cool things you can do, like the switches and inverters and motion detectors, all of that is pretty neat, and I would understand that. But yeah, just like here we go. There's a buried technology module. They're everywhere. If you just run in a certain direction, you'll be bound to find one. Yeah, just to need to have power for large farms is a little bit annoying. I still haven't figured out the optimal way to power a base yet, so once I do that, I'll be sure to make a guide and share with everyone so they have the least amount of hindrance in building a mega huge base. Okay. You can use your terrain manipulator to dig this up, and then you just access it. Usually you get more than one salvage data from these sites. If you want more, you can keep looking for it. Knowledge stones. I would recommend scanning everything and finding words because you unlock milestones for doing this. And getting milestones helps you get a lot of nanites early on. So I would totally recommend doing it. They're fairly easy to do, and the benefits of an early game are worth it, especially the nanites. Having an early source of nanites to help you get some key mod upgrades, definitely worth it. Again, I would recommend the analysis visor upgrade. I would recommend saving nanites to get S-class. And that will help you get a lot of money early on just by scanning. Again, arrange your mods, your upgrade mods around the analysis visor. There you go. We got a milestone completed already. Okay, now let's go back before these animals kill me. Arrange your upgrade mods in a square pattern around the mod itself. So if you have a mining beam and you want to upgrade that, and you found 3 S-class mining laser mods, arrange them into a neat square. The key thing is that they're just all touching each other, and that gives you the highest bonus. Also, each mod has a different level of bonuses. So you can get mods with higher bonuses, lower bonuses. There's a huge range of variants, and to get the quote-unquote optimal one will take a lot of luck. Sometimes there is no optimal one. Might depend on your preference. The good thing though is you can remove the upgrade mods and just swap them out. So beforehand you had to destroy them. So that's a nice upgrade. Alrighty. So there's another currency called Quicksilver. That is attained by doing community missions, and you get to unlock these sweet collectible base building items. Sometimes helmet pieces and things like that. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, let's go unlock that biofuel reactor. Okay. Basically, this is a generator of sorts. Oh, I need the wiring too. A generator of sorts that uses fuel to power your base. And you have things like a battery to store the power, and solar panels that generate power in the daylight, obviously. Alright. I believe I needed a metal plating for this. Okay. Let's build this on the roof. Cause why not? Can change this color too. Let's see, let's make it red. Okay. Now we have to wire everything. I actually don't have a problem with this. And then we have to connect it to a part. Let's see. Is there anything I can connect to? Oh, I gotta connect it like this. It's a bit sloppy. Now you can build it around the wall, so you don't have to do that. So for instance, you can just, you know, kind of like, let's see, how would I do this? I'll lay it here. And then you can bring it, oh, that wasn't far enough. Let's make it go a little bit further. Nope. And then we can make it go inside now. Okay. There we go. Is that the most efficient way to do it? Nope, but there will be parts or building prefabricated building parts where you can just connect it to the outside and they'll power everything on the inside. So, you know, this is like making you scream in terror, in horror, I should say, by the sloppy wiring. Do not worry. Okay, there you go. You can use carbon or oxygen. It will dump everything in there, so either pre-sort it out into stacks or make sure you have some extra somewhere else. Alright, there we have it. We built the teleporter, we unlocked the biofuel reactor, we built it, we unlocked the wires, and then we fueled it, and there we have it. There we go. Unfortunately, you can't really use this yet. So if you get this message, it's not broken. You just have to do a story mission and then you will be able to use your teleporter. So remember to edit your base name. Here we go. He wants me to go to a space station. Edit your base name, upload your base. Alright. Let's go to the space station now. We just ran out of launch thruster fuel. You can use uranium launcher fuel, obviously. I believe you can use pyrite as well. I'm not quite sure. Alright, as you can see, the station is the hexagon. You'll see it on your locator on the top of the screen, as well as the icon on your heads-up display. Go and pulse jump to it, and you can just kind of crash into the orifice. Now, if you miss completely, you'll just bounce off. You'll take damage, but you probably won't die. Okay. Hello, Gek. So there used to be a bug where the first few Gek or NPCs that you talked about, the 16 thing, they used to be bugged and it would just stay like that. Whatever state they were in after you asked them the question, they would stay like that forever. That'll be interesting. Also, don't worry if you don't know what they're saying. It's not really important. That's a Viking. What is up? We are watching you. That's very creepy. Okay. So, one new thing. Before you used to use planetary coordinates into the signal booster to scan for certain buildings. Now you just go to the cartographer and you get a map. So, not quite sure if I like that, but it's neat. More intuitive, I suppose. Okay. This guy gives you missions, by the way. It's not worth doing, in my opinion. Anyways, now we can take the teleporter back. Here we go, loading screens galore. Now if you have a potato PC like me, these loading screens do take quite a bit of time. I eventually got used to it. I find the pulsating light and the pulsating sound as well to be kind of soothing and almost puts me to sleep sometimes. Bask in its warm, gentle glow. Okay, it's funny that the system is called Jeff Gamma. My name is Jeff. Alright, let's visit the base computer now. Begin decryption. By the way, I believe The Matrix 4 was announced with Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss. One of the Wachowski sisters will be directing it as well, so I'm pretty high for that. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. Alright, reach the decoded coordinates. I don't have launcher fuel though. Okay, well. Let's see if it tells you to make some. Do you expect me to walk there? Find or construct launcher fuel. Gee, thanks, buddy. Alright, let's look at the recipe or the necessary materials needed for launcher fuel right here. DiHydrogen and metal plating. Alright, that is not a problem. Let's look up some DiHydrogen jelly. So if you guys wanted to know the basically infinite DiHydrogen trick, oh, I don't know if I can mine this. Yeah. You basically make jellies and then put them. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked by a creature. 1 second. There you go. Oh my. You must leave me alone. These are not the travelers you are looking for. Alright. Basically, anyways, back to the dihydrogen trick. I mean, you do need carbon because you're using a refiner. But let's say you don't wanna mine hydrogen crystals anymore. Well, here's a small trick that may help you. I don't know if it still works, but we shall see. So make yourself some dihydrogen. You can just click X on it. Okay, well, I don't have enough ingredients. Alright, let's get your portable refiner. And then we're gonna put some carbon in here. And then we're gonna put our jelly in there. Now, as you can see, you get 50 dihydrogen back. It costs 40 to make one jelly. Now, do you see where I'm going with this? You get a net gain of 10 dihydrogen every time you make a jelly. Look at this, right? So for the low cost of a little bit of carbon, you can get a lot of jellies. Make everyone a little jelly. Was it a lame pun? Yes, I know. Anyways, so you can do this over and over again, and it does add up pretty quickly. And again, look at the carbon usage, relatively low. So you're getting a net gain of 10 every time you do this for every stack of the jellies that you have. It's incredible. Whoever came up with this is a genius, I would say. You don't really think about things like this. It's just simply looking at the input and the outputs and making sure you can take advantage of it. Alright, as you can see, now I can make 3 jellies. I started by only being able to make 1, and now I can make 3. And I have this net gain of dihydrogen. Dihydrogen monoxide. Dioxygen monohydrogen. Anyways. I'm gonna stop doing that for now. You do massively get... I said that wrong. You do get massive quantities of dihydrogen if you keep doing this trick. So for those of you who don't like mining and want to get it faster, you can do that. Is it worth doing? Absolutely. In the very beginning. Alright, we crafted the thruster fuel, the launch fuel, and now we just refuel it. You can either click on this, right, and refuel it, or you can drag the launcher fuel onto your starship, or you can use the quick menu and kind of do this. Whatever you like doing, just, use the method that you prefer. Alright. Let's go. Again, the launcher fuel usage is extreme on your beginning ship. I would recommend upgrading it as soon as possible. Simply because it's just a pain to always have to make launcher fuel. Alright, for landing, as long as the landing zone turns green, you can land on it. Pretty much. Looks like something from Portal. Okay, let's grab the log. Oh yeah, the Hyperdrive. This is how you get to other systems. required components. Purchase microprocessors. Refine chromatic metal. Finalize installation. Alright. You can install it in a technology slot or the general inventory. I'd recommend installing everything in the technology slot that you don't need, so you can use all of the inventory space if you like hauling stuff. Otherwise, you know, you can do whatever you want. Alright, here we go. 125 total chromatic metal and 5 microprocessors. How many units do we have? I don't think that's enough. Space terminal off planet. Alright. I guess it wants us to go to the space station. Oh, right there. Units required. 95,000. Sell items. Sell some blood. Okay, let's see if you have enough. Ooh, salvage data. You know what? Why don't we go farm more before we yeah, let's get some more salvage data, shall we? Now, if you're wondering if it's worth selling, totally, man. They're all over the planet, so you won't ever have to worry about running out. Also, there are a lot of planets, so do not worry about running out. So, see the animal coming. Oh, it's a little tiny one. Okay. Oh, are those news? No, that's a skyworm. These creatures are still chasing me. They're very persistent. That was damage from these plants, by the way. They do hurt you a little bit. Not enough to kill you, but just to be an annoyance. Okay. I am bookmarking that point so I know where it is. Alright, and then I'm gonna learn a word before I go, because knowledge is power. Knowing is half the battle. Oh shoot, did I use all my oxygen? I indeed did. I indeed. What am I trying to say here? I have no idea. I've lost the ability to talk. It's okay. I'll recover it with this knowledge stone. Teach me a word. Okay. I guess, Gek love Apple products. Got a milestone. They are also linked to achievements, by the way, so you know, if you like achievements, definitely worth getting your milestones. You'll probably get most of them just throughout playing the game, so no need to worry about them. They're not anything hard. Alright, let's see if we can find some oxygen. No, but there. Oh, let's book it. Also, let's say you run out of carbon to repower your mining laser. You don't have to fear, just simply punch a tree. That's right. Punching materials gives you some of that material. For instance, if I can punch this, I get a carbon. So, You don't have to worry about it running out. Is it annoying? Yes. But yeah, no hope is lost if you run out of carbon. Okay. Also, pulse-tron fuel uses tritium. Is it called tritium or tritium? Anyways, I'm really bad at pronouncing things. I call it tritium because that's what I think it sounds like. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. You can just shoot asteroids and you will get massive quantities. If it's too slow, do what I do, just buy it. So you will see trade terminals in the space stations. There are 2 of them, and you can buy items from NPCs that they land their ships here. And it used to be they just interact with the ship, but now the pilot is kind of outside and walking around, and it feels so wrong to me. I'm like, what is going on? Because NPCs never moved in this game, so when I see a moving NPC, I'm a little taken aback there. So here's a trade terminal. There's another one on the other side of the space station as well. Okay. Let's sell our navigation data is like whatever, but salvage data. There we go. You know what? Let's just sell all of it. Who cares? I can get more. Alright. Now let's see if it can buy some things that'll make my life a little bit more convenient. Okay. We do need 5 microprocessors first. And at an 81% markup. By the way, different systems will have different prices for items. You can Google it or use a wiki, but it will tell you the type of system. Like right there on the very bottom here, it says commercial and adequate. So certain commodities are worth more and certain commodities are worth less. So if you like trading, you can simply buy products at a low price, go find a system where it's marked up and sell it there for a nice and tidy profit. Alright. I really like keeping stacks of oxygen and carbon on your exosuit, just so you can power your life support and shields. Okay. That should be enough. Alrighty. So your cargo slots, by the way, they hold more or a higher amount of materials than your general inventory. So definitely worth unlocking your cargo slots as fast as you can. I thought this was open. I am very disappointed. It is not unlocked. Okay. You talk to the exosuit upgrades dude to get that unlocked. I forgot how much it costs for the first one. Do I have enough money? I think I do. Let's go get it unlocked. Alright, it's this dude here. And, oh, moneymaker. Heck yeah. Too bad I don't have this in real life. It's a single tear rolls down my face. Okay. Here we go. 50,000 units? Not bad. You can either buy upgrade slots, it gets progressively more expensive, or you can get drop pod coordinates and just fix the drop pod, and then you can get a slot unlocked. It gets pretty easy to farm those once you get your exocraft, because you can just scan for drop pods. You no longer have need for drop pod coordinates. But anyways, let's buy this. Okay. Oof, 10 nanites. What a poor life. There you go. They increased stack sizes, by the way. I can't get over that. That is such an update that is in touch with the community and making the game a lot more easier to play. I wish they didn't do the power thing though. That kind of nerfs farms a bit. Not like by a big degree, just it's a small nuisance. Anyways, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna buy copper because I don't want to mine it at all. So let's see. I believe we needed like 250. Was that the number? I think don't want to waste money because you don't have a lot of money in the very beginning. But yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see if I can get some uranium so I can refuel the launch thrusters and get some pulse jump fuel as well. Let me see if I find where, sir. Okay, got some uranium. I'll buy a little bit. Okay, I don't need too much. Unfortunate, they don't have what I'm looking for. Let's talk to someone else. Yeah, before you just, ran up to the ship and interacted with it. Now you just interact with the pilot. Again, I find it super weird. I'm not used to it. What's up, friend? Kek are so nice until you find out their dark history. They have a very dark history. Okay, they don't have pulse jump fuel, huh? Okay, I want to check one more guy and then the other trade terminal. And if they don't have it, oh well. It looks like he has a golf ball stuck in his face. A golfing accident gone terribly wrong. I could just buy chromatic metal. I don't even have to refine it. Okay. Well, unfortunately he doesn't have it either. I'll check the other trading interface on this side. You can talk to some of these guys, they'll give you missions. I mean, not really worth doing unless you want the max everything. Guild standings, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. Unfortunate. Star silk is used to make chairs, by the way, so some chairs use star silk. Alright. Well, that's that. Let's go back to base, and I'm gonna do it the lazy way. That's right, I'm gonna teleport there. You don't use launcher fuel taking off from a station, by the way. It's a nice touch. Okay, let's go back. ET phone home. Again, loading screens galore. Kinda can't wait to get a better PC when I can afford it, which might take a while, but yeah, you won't have to sit through this as long as I do. All right. Oh. let's throw in our newly mined copper. This is why being rich is great in this game. Just buy everything. In fact, money can't really do everything in this game. It'll get you the most expensive ships and S-class freighter, but like other than that, it just takes a lot of time and grinding to do other things. So it's kind of a nice touch in this game in that money doesn't unlock everything, but certainly does make life a lot more convenient in that you'll never have to get resources. Just buy it. Never have to mine it. Other than gas. It used to be that you could buy gas from the trade interface, but not anymore. They removed that. Alright, there we go. We got our chromatic metal. Again, use the quick load into your inventory. Can finalize our installation now of our hyperdrive. They definitely streamlined the single player game. Okay. Gonna install our microprocessors and our chromatic metal. So as you can see, our launch thrusters are in 25%, at 25%. I'm gonna refuel it real quick. Heck yeah. Now I gotta go find some warp cells. You can scan with your starship, by the way. Oh, I gotta go into orbit. I'm too close to the planet. Okay, there we go. Antimatter. Right there. Alright, I think this is a good place to end here, where we're gonna go look for antimatter and finish our hyperdrive and see where that takes us. Anyways, to recap, we built a teleporter and we built a bioreactor. We did a pretty shoddy wiring job, but you know, it was usable. And then we got our hyperdrive installed, and now we're going to go look for antimatter. Thank you once again for watching this. I really do appreciate it. If you got any questions or comments or things you would like to see, please let me know in the comments somewhere. Anyways, thank you so much, and once again, until next time.